And we're live. I'm just going to wait a couple of minutes for some folks to come on in to the chat. You guys can hear all the sirens out there. Something's going down. Something's going down. Hey, Justin, how are you? I think we're the only ones here. There's Adam. Hi, Adam. How's what now? How's what now? How's what? So we're just going to like chill for a minute and let some other people come in. I have a lot to talk about tonight. Hello, Hollywood Rage. How are you? Thank you for joining us. Oh, okay. Never heard it before. My entire family was Southern, but okay. I learn something new every day from y'all. Welcome in, everybody. We're just going to give it a couple minutes. I got a lot I want to cover tonight, and I don't want folks to miss anything. That's a lot to cover. So we're going to talk about the Reseller's Toolbox, and I'm going to go over, I want to say from beginning to end of everything I use, from cutting the tags off to shipping the items out. And I sat down and made a list, and then I went through my supplies just to make sure. Can everybody hear me okay? Mumbling. Y'all, Willy Wonka with Johnny Depp. Mumbler! Mumbler. I'm just kind of like filling the space while I wait for more people to come in. Okay, so I'm just going to go ahead and I'm going to get started now. If you miss anything, you guys can always go back and watch the replay and catch up. So we are going to talk about the Reseller's Toolbox tonight. And I wrote down a list of everything that we use from beginning to end. And I'm going to either show it to you or talk about each thing. And if it's something that you can purchase online or that we purchase online, down below in the description box, you will find links to the, you guys hear that? Something's going down out there. Like, okay, no distractions. Focus, Star. If you can purchase it online or if we purchase it online, you will find it in the description box down below. I have put links to the exact items that Keith and I do use. And then some of this stuff is stuff that you can pick up at Walmart or the Dollar Tree. Disclosure, if you do go down in the box and follow any of the links to purchase any of the items, we do get a couple of pennies because they are affiliate links. Adam says, did you see the link I posted for the AZ Basics, Adam? I've kind of been on in a Facebook jail of my own making. I've been trying to stay off social media and get a lot of work done, especially for fourth quarter. And in 3 weeks, we go on vacation. So I'm trying to get as much done as I can. So I'm limiting stuff like that. Sherry Hooker, first time in the chat. Well, welcome and thank you for joining us tonight. I see Stephen Fielder's here. Hey, dude. Sirens. I love sirens. We have that way, the office. We have a fire hall and a police department. So we get to hear the sirens all the time. And our fire department still has one of those old sirens, like the war siren from World War II. Queen Leah's Gems is here. How you doing? And Justin says to support the channel and buy from the links below. So yeah, full transparency, all the links below, except for one item, which I'll talk about, are the exact items that Keith and I use. I do have 2 different Dymo printer links. We only use one, but I put both because it would depend on what you want when you're going to buy a printer. And we'll talk about that. So I'm just going to go down my list. So the first thing that I have on my list, buddy, you need a good pair of scissors. I know this sounds silly to bring this up, but you can't have crapola scissors. You've got to have a good pair of scissors. We have these. The reason you need good scissors is because you're going to not only be cutting tags off, there will be times if you don't have a box resizer, which isn't on my list because we don't have one, but a box resizer is a good idea too. But if you don't have a box resizer and you find yourself in a situation where you need to frankenbox, you're going to be cutting cardboard. So you're going to have good scissors. And you, personally, I prefer the ones with the point like this, because if you have like stray threads that you're going to be cutting off of clothes, the points will go in real nice and close and just snip it without risk of cutting the item. So good scissors are a must. You can get them at Walmart. You don't got to be all extravagant, but don't buy like the kids scissors or the dollar scissors. Make sure you get good scissors. Kitchen shears are really good, but these are for the purposes that we use them for. You're also going to need a measuring tape. Again, you don't need to be extravagant. We got a pack of 2 for $1 at the Dollar Tree. Just make sure that you're getting a legit tape measurer. I don't know how many of you remember, but Megan Mawiney at one point bought one from a dollar store, and she put it in the Thrifter Reseller World Facebook group, and it was like a Chinese knockoff tape measurer. And she put a picture of it up next to her other one, and the inches were all off. The measurements were completely off. So just be careful when you buy these that you're buying, you know, actual 1-inch measurement tape. And I personally recommend these wiggly ones, versus, you know, the metal box, you pull it out like the carpenter uses. I personally like these soft, foldy, wiggly, whatever you want to call it, better for clothes. I just do. I feel like they have more give, and when you're measuring like inseams, it's better. And then a lot of people take these ones and you can tape them down. If you have a specific table that you use, you can tape it on the table and then just hold your items up to it and not have to measure every time. My pink plastic scissors won't work. Hey, if they're working for you, more power to you. I do have a pair of purple cute ones, but I don't use them for reselling because they just don't. Adam says he had that problem too. Just be careful. I mean, I got mine at the Dollar Tree. I got 2 in a package. 3. I don't know what the third one is. There's one little you can pull out. But if you're worried about getting one that's going to be off, just go to Walmart and buy one. They're not expensive, but this is a must. A must. If you don't like to iron or you don't like to steam, this is a must. This is Downy Wrinkle Releaser. And I understand that the Dollar Tree now has this in their brand. I saw Katie Silverberg put something on Instagram. Vicky found her some from the Dollar Tree. This is relatively expensive. Justin, I'm sorry. Justin, not Lance. Y'all are throwing me off. Okay, so the Dollar Tree does have this. This is expensive. It's about $7 a bottle. From what I understand, you can find it at the Dollar Tree now in their brand. But even though this is kind of expensive, it's definitely worth it if you don't like ironing or don't want to steam. It does have a strong scent, so I recommend halving it with water, and you can do that with the Dollar Tree one as well. Just, you know, dump out half your bottle and then add water, and it will cut down on the smell. And you just spritz it on the item, and then you pop it. I don't know how to explain it. You kind of like pop, 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 like that. So this is a must unless you want to iron or steam, which I don't want to do. So I get that, and then I just dilute it with water to help with the smell. The smell, it's really strong. Yardsticks. Yardsticks are okay. Personally, I don't like yardsticks because, again, when you're measuring sleeves or inseams or anything that go diagonal, I find anything rigid is hard to measure that with. But, you know, everybody's different and everybody's going to use different stuff, just as long as you have a way of measuring that is imperative. It's not 100% accurate at this point. Oh, the new iPhone update. Sherry Hooker says she uses half water and half fabric softener, and it works the same. So that's an even cheaper option. I never tried that. I don't know. I like the wrinkle releaser, but if you're saying it works the same, then go for it. I'm all about saving money and being cheap. New light is fine. Yeah, the iPhone new measuring thing, I heard from a lot of people that it's not accurate. So you want to be careful with that. And just make sure that you double check yourself. And yeah, it can be time consuming because if you're having to double check everything, then you're wasting time, I feel like. Okay, on to the next thing. Y'all are familiar with this if you've been watching my channel for a while. This is awesome. Awesome also comes in a 32-ounce bottle. Both of these are $1 at the Dollar Tree. This was gifted to us, so I kept the spray bottle, and I now buy the larger bottles. My thing's on upside down still. And refill it. This is old. The top's broken and everything, but it still works. Awesome is awesome. This is the most amazing stain remover in the entire world. Their company should really pay me because I'm always advertising this. This takes off blood. This takes off coffee and wine. Not that we're going to be buying things with blood. I'm just saying I have had to get blood out of something before of my own after a nosebleed, and it did take it out. So if it could take that out, it could take anything out. Pizza sauce, wine. It helps with getting gum off of stuff even. So this is like the most amazing thing. Now, usually I just use this with, and many of you are familiar with this, my old Tide pen. This is a very old Tide pen. It doesn't even have, see how old it is? It is empty. I keep it for the tip. And on a stain, and scrub it on plushies or clothes or whatever. I just scrub it with this, and then I'll blot it off with a paper towel. But if it's real bad that I want to run it through the wash, like if it's a real bad stain, it's almost like other stain treatments. You can spray it on the clothing, like all over the stain, and then like let it sit overnight or for a couple days, and then toss it in the wash, and it come right out. I recently learned for the first time from Holly that these are refillable. Look, I don't even need pliers. She does it with pliers because she's fancy. I'm not fancy. I have no couth, so I just ripped it out. That's the tip. I just ripped it out. You can put anything you want inside the pen and put your tip back in and not throw it on the floor like that. And you'll have cleaner inside the pen so that when you push down on it, it'll come out instead of spraying and cleaning. So those are refillable. Awesome to know. The next thing I'm going to talk about is a lint roller. These are essential. If you sell any black clothing or plushie, this is essential. And I mentioned that black clothing is the worst for lint and hairs and everything in the world showing up on it. And plushies tend to always need like a quick rollover with a lint roller. This one, when it first comes new, it's like this fat. It's ginormous. The brand is Evercare. It's about $3 at Walmart. And like I said, it's a huge, giant roll. It's worth it. It's got really big tape here, and it lasts forever. But this is definitely an essential item. I'm going to go ahead and look at the comments now. Awesome is good for plush. Yes, that's my plush cleaner. Absolutely. And one for bleach, one for cleaner, etc. Yeah, don't own a white cat when you wear black. I had a calico cat once, and she was mostly white. And she shut on everything. So the next thing I'm going to talk about, I don't know that I actually need to show you, but I'm going to show you rubbing alcohol. This is really good for getting sticker residue off of glass and ceramics. So like I buy a lot of these collectible glasses like this. I just got this one today. This will show up again in my haul video this week. And when I take these stickers off, there's always a sticky residue, and the alcohol takes it right off. Alcohol also takes permanent marker off of a lot of things. We use the 70% isopropyl. I don't say that word right, but the 70% seems to be good for what we use it for. So it takes off the stickies, and sometimes it takes off permanent marker. And I don't have any in here to show you, but peroxide is also another good stain remover. Peroxide does also take out blood. I keep bringing that up. I'm making myself in trouble. I know about peroxide. Just real quick side note, when I used to take care of adults with mental disabilities, we took them to the dentist, and a lot of times the blood from the dental work they would get would go on their clothes, and the dental hygienist that worked there always told me to just pour peroxide on the shirt, and it does. It bubbles on the blood, and it takes it right out in the wash. So I don't know that any of us in the reselling world are getting rid of blood, but peroxide poured on a lot of different stains will oxidize it and pull it out. So this is optional. You need a cart, maybe. I have a little cart here. It's on wheels. I don't know that I can show it to you. It has, maybe I can. Let me see my skills. Do you see my cart? There we go. You guys can see it. So that cart has all my cleaners, my lint roller. It has our tabs that we put on our clothes for location, our business cards, our tape guns, measuring tapes. So we have that little cart, and so we can roll it all over the room and always have everything near to us. There's a couple of pens and markers on there as well. That brings me to my scale. Everything I've shown you so far can be bought at Walmart or the Dollar Tree or Family Dollar or Dollar General. This scale is on Amazon. The link is down below in my description box. This is the exact scale I use. Casey uses this. Megan uses this, I believe. A lot of folks use this one. It's Accutech. The batteries in this last forever. So even back in the day when Keith and I were focusing solely on eBay and we were not cross-posting, we did not have YouTube. We were listing 50 items a day because that's, we were just focusing on eBay. Our batteries would last for months and months and months, and we weigh each thing right after we photograph it. So we have the weight and listing. Mine's a little grody. I probably need to clean it. And side note, this works well in the kitchen too. So like the other day I made potato soup and I needed 2 pounds of potatoes. So I just put like a piece of saran wrap on top to protect it. And then I weighed my 2 pounds of potatoes, and then I disinfected it before I brought it back in here. It's a good one. The link is down below. So let me just check the chat real quick. I forgot that part, Justin. Alcohol is also essential for battery corruption. I don't know why I forgot that, because I get a lot of talking plush. But yeah, if you get something home that has battery corrosion inside of it, you can clean it up with Q-tips and alcohol. Just don't go overboard. Like, make sure your Q-tip isn't dripping. Take it easy. You can always add more, but you can't take more away, That's the scale Jameson uses. Yeah, I believe a lot of people use that scale. I know that Casey has it in his description box, and he talks about it. That's why we bought it. And Jamie's in the house. Jamie's cooking. What's for dinner tonight, Jamie? What gourmet meal are you making for us? So we'll move on to the next thing. You're going to need poly bags. Now, what size you're going to need is going to depend on what you sell. And there's fancy ones and there's plain. I have a link down below to where we buy our poly bags from. Full disclosure, ours are plain. I can't get to them, but they're just like plain ones. If you want the fancy ones with the unicorns and the watermelons, oh my gosh, she won a Shine Award at eBay Open. I cannot remember her name. And if anybody remembers her name, the lady that won at eBay Open that sells the really pretty, fancy mailers, they do go to charity. She's a very nice woman. So if you want fancy ones, you can buy them from her. If you want the plain ones, there is a link below to the shop that we buy them from, and they have pretty much any size you need. And also on eBay, the link is not down below, but I will tell you the Boxery on eBay is a good place to get both poly bags and boxes, which is my next thing on the list. Boxes, and you're going to, depending on what you sell, want to stock up. So we always try to stay ahead, and I would suggest everyone else do that, especially in fourth quarter. So we buy poly bags in bulk. We buy like one main size for our clothes and one medium and one large size for our plush, and we buy them in bulk. And when we open the next to the last package, we always order more because we always want to be on top of things and never be in a position where we run out. And it's the same with the boxes. We always order more as soon as we notice they're getting low. We have different sizes for the different things that we sell, and you'll need different sizes based on what you sell. See who's in here. Thrifty Chick just joined us. How are you doing? Hickory Springs is here. Thank you for joining us. Get USPS supplies now. They run out all the time. Yes, that's the next thing on my list is your free supplies. So you can order all the priority boxes, the padded flats, the flat rate envelopes, all of those wonderful things from the United States Post Office for free. Now they have a limit on how much you can order, but you can order every day. So for instance, going into fourth quarter, I know I'm going to sell more jeans. So like the last week of September, I went on every day and ordered 90 padded flats because the limit's 90. And I did it for like 5 or 6 days in a row, not like a whole week, but 5 or 6 days in a row. I went in and ordered 90. They let you do it. It's just like each day there's a limit of what you can order. But you can get a lot of stuff on there. And if you sell on Poshmark, you can use the priority boxes and the padded flat envelopes. You can use any of those except Express. You may not use Express. But any of the priority boxes and the padded flats you can use to ship your Posh shipments in. And so I suggest ordering them because why use the polys and the boxes that you're paying for if you're allowed to use the stuff you can get for free? So make sure that you are stocked up on that. I mean, we're already into fourth quarter, but just double check it tomorrow or tonight. Make sure you order your free supplies. And next year, remember at the end of middle to end of September, you want to start ordering your USPS supplies. They do get back up this time of year. But definitely take advantage of those if you sell anything that weighs a pound or more, or you sell on Poshmark. Use the free supplies. And that brings me to my next point. You're going to need, you're going to get a coupon for having a store every quarter from eBay. Use it. Use it for whatever you want. We always get their tape and their tissue paper because I use it all the time. But get whatever you need because it's free. I mean, it's built into the cost of your store, but it's basically free. So make sure that you're using your coupons and getting those supplies as well. Again, I cannot stress it for free. Do it. Save yourself the money because even if you're only saving, say, a couple of bucks on boxes a day, that's 7 days a week, 30 days a month. It adds up. Every single penny that you can save, you want to save for your business. So get those free supplies and use your coupons. Kids are all sitting with the girlfriend. Jamie, sounds like fun. Okay, so you're going to need lights, right? To get good photographs, you need lights. You can kind of see this one here, and I think Milo here is blocking my other one. But we have the same exact light kit as Casey, and the link to where you can purchase it is down below. Let me see if I can move Milo. You can kind of see it. Essential. If you want to have good photographs, you've got to have good light. So make sure that you have good lights. These are not that expensive. I think they're like 60 bucks. Could be wrong. It's been a long time since we bought them, but I think they're like 60 bucks for the set. and maybe 70. But here's the thing. We bought our lights, I want to say, April or May of 2017, and we are still on the very first light bulbs. We haven't had to replace them now. Let me knock on wood. But these lights are amazing because we bought replacement light bulbs after like 6 months thinking, oh, these can't last much longer. They're going to run out. We're going to need new light bulbs. They're going to burn out. And they still haven't. So that's over like a year and a half that we've been using the same exact light bulbs that came with the kit when we first purchased it. So they're great lights. They also break down really, really small, and they have a bag that you can carry them in. They're amazing. They are definitely worth the money if you have the money to invest in your business. These are amazing lights. I can't preach enough. But yeah, the link is down below if you want to get them. You're going to need a good background. I know everyone says you're supposed to use white, so we do. And the way we set it up is we have a photo backdrop holder, like the metal rod that goes like that. You can kind of see it behind me. And then we just use paper on it. So if you want the photo backdrop holder, the link is down below where you can get it on Amazon. And the bulletin paper comes in a roll. It lasts forever because you're just rolling out like enough to cover where you're taking your photo. And it lasts for anywhere 3 to 6 months, depending on how rough you are with it. And then you can roll another piece down. And you just keep doing it till you run out of your roll. We started using this setup September of last year, 2017, and we are on our second roll of paper. There is a link to the paper down below, too, if you guys want to do that. I know a lot of people get the canvas and the sheets, but those get wrinkled, and they just, to me, they feel like they take so much effort because people are always talking about cleaning them and getting the wrinkles out, when you can just buy like a $14 roll of paper that's going to last you 6 months, maybe more. We're on our second roll now. Like I said, we had to replace our first roll kind of before we should have had to. I tripped and I knocked over our lights into the mannequin, and everything fell into our paper and ripped it right down. So I think the first roll would have lasted longer if I wasn't a klutz. And while you're buying lights, click the like button. That's funny. Yeah, the lights, these are the best lights ever. I cannot believe we are still in the first set of light bulbs. That just blows my mind because we use them all the time. Every day we're taking photos. I use them when I'm doing videos, and I sometimes forget and like leave them on and leave the room and come back. I mean, they're just amazing. Justin mentions having a steamer. If you want to steam, I don't like to steam. I use this. I don't iron and I don't steam. I don't like it. Not in the train, not in the rain, not with a mouse, not in a house. I don't like it. So I use wrinkle releaser. But if you want to be a steamer, get a steamer. By all means, everyone is different. Everyone's going to do things differently with their business, even in the back end. That's the beautiful thing about eBay. I always say that. We all get to want, and that includes stuff on the back end. Some people like the iron. Some people like steam. Some people photograph wrinkled because they don't want to deal with it. Some people use the downy. Whatever you do on the back end, the end goal is just to sell, right? So a ring light, yeah, a lot of people are going to the ring lights. I just really like these. They're versatile. Justin, I steam hard. Yeah, I pop clothes hard. I spray them with my stuff. Okay, so moving on. Mannequins. If you're doing clothing, this is where I'm going to say I don't like flat lays, and people might disagree with me. And there's exceptions. Obviously, jeans, pants, and skirts and things like that, you're going to flat lay. And then I know a lot of people use the big hanger method, the Raleigh Roots introduced to the world. But I still really like a mannequin. I just think that clothes look good. Shirts look good on a mannequin. They look professional. I like mannequins. I just really do. If you want to do the big hanger method or you want to do flat lace, again, it's your business. You do what you want. I can just tell you what I do, what works for me, and what I would recommend if you asked me. If you asked me, I would say I recommend using a mannequin. I'm not saying you have to, but that's just what I do. And this guy behind me, his name is Thor. He's amazing. He's on a stand. He swivels. And I'm showing you him because I don't like my female mannequin. Her name is Velvetina. She used to be a dress form off of her stick. And so now we just kind of use her as a torso. Can you see her? Can you see her back there? That's Velvetina. She used to be a dress form. I don't like her because she is kind of velvety and clothes stick to her and she's hard to dress. I like this guy. Clothes slip right on him. And he's got this nice stand. If you want a mannequin, I do have a link down below to where we purchased Milo on Amazon. And right now they have, you can get a male and a female just like him on the stand, the plastic, hard plastic that swivels. The link I have down below to Amazon, they have two, a male and a female for $55. That is a great deal. $55 gets you the man and the woman torso on a stand that swivels. Mannequins, hard plastic, and clothes slide right on and off. Real simple. Hickory springs love steaming. Alec, kick, a new light kit. The bulbs are not bright enough. These ones are really bright. I really like them. A mannequin. Hickory Springs wants a male mannequin. The first male mannequin was actually one of the ones that has a hanger coming out of the neck. This is not a neck. This is a head. But it had, you hang it on the wall. It didn't have a stand or anything. And his name was Thor because he was real ripped. This is Milo, and then I showed you Velvetina, and we do have a full mannequin, a full female mannequin, arms, legs, head, everything. She's creepy as heck. Her name is Lola, and she's upstairs. I never use her. I actually really want to sell her. I keep asking Keith to bring her downstairs so I can photograph her and list her. And it's not just because she's creepy. We used to have her down here, and I would get up in the middle of the night to use the bathroom, and she would scare me, and but the reason I don't use her is because for me with my back issues, she's way too difficult for me to deal with to try to dress her. Her arms move and stuff. You can dress her with ease if you don't have a back problem, I guess. Just with me, she's too hard for me to deal with. I dressed her one time and then I was like, no, this is just gonna kill my back. So she stays upstairs now so she doesn't scare me. But her name is Lola, so we do name all of our mannequins. Can I show the bottom of my mannequin with the male? Oh, I just knocked over my hippo. It looks like this. So it's just like a round stand, and then he swivels. So the link that you will see in my description box is to a place on Amazon where you can get the male and the female for $55. The bottom of Velvetina, if you're talking about her, is just flat, and there's a hole in the middle because she used to be a dress form. My poor hippo. I knocked. He likes to wear the crown. He does. He just does. Okay, so Jameson's closet, I guess you were talking about the man. Yeah, he's super duper cool. I like that he's on a stand because it makes it taller. And I do all my pictures sitting down because of my back. So he, if I put my chair all the way up, he's like the perfect height for me. All right, so now we're going to talk about the poster board. So those of you that do flat lays, you can do one of two things. You can get an extra roll of paper like I have back there that I just talked about, the roll of bulletin board paper, and you can roll that out on the surface. Don't do anything on your dirty floors. Or you can get one of these. These are at Walmart. It is a tri-fold, so it folds like so. These are like the ones kids use for the science fair. And it's real thick foam. It's about $7 at Walmart. I'm on my second one in almost 2 years of reselling. They last forever. They're really durable. They do get dirty, so what I did with my last one when it started to get dirty and dingy, I just turned it over and started using the other side until I needed to buy a replacement. But yeah, they last forever, and they're only like $7, and you can take it out and put it on your table and put your jeans and stuff on it and fold it away and put it away when you're done. Or you can get a roll of paper, or, you know, if you're one of them fancy people who doesn't like all the white, you can get different backgrounds. I don't have any links for that because I'm trying to keep all of our links down below to items specifically that I talk about and that I use only. Yeah, our man is really cool, Jameson. He does swivel. The girl is not so great. I need a female one like this, but my only concern is the flat back for a man's t-shirt is okay, but women are more curvy, so I don't know, I'm kind of like up in arms. Yeah, Holly's right. You can get these poster boards at the dollar store as well sometimes. But I just love it. It's perfect for a lot of different things. Sometimes I put it on the stand and then do my plushies. I've put it on the table behind me when I'm filming if I just want like a plain background. So, moving on again. Everybody, you need a tape gun. Everybody needs a tape gun or two. We have a Scotch tape gun, which is okay. It's okay. And then we have the Duck brand. This one is our favorite. I'm just going to keep compounding that. We love this one. Okay, so this one's way more fancy, and it's a couple bucks more. And when we started with the Duck brand. And then we started selling enough that we needed to each have a tape gun to expedite shipping time. And actually now what we do, if you can see, we have clear tape in this one, and that is for Posh and Amazon and Macari packages. And then we have our eBay branded tape, and this one for all of our eBay stuff. So when we decided that we wanted to, we were doing well enough at that point that we said, let's splurge a couple of extra bucks on this one because it looks like it's better. And we just, there's nothing wrong with it. It's a really good tape gun. Personally, what I think is, I think that I like this one better because look, see, I have really small hands. I have little tiny hobbit hands. I have to shop for my gloves in the kids section. Fun fact. And my hand fits real perfect here, just like that. And I can use it really easy. This one's a little bit bigger and a little more top heavy, and I think because of my small hand, it's just harder for me to use. But you just need a tape gun. Down below, again, I have a link to this tape gun, and I have a link to this tape gun for your purchasing pleasure and disclosure. Again, anytime you click the links below and purchase anything, I will get a couple of pennies from Amazon. They are affiliate links. But yes, everyone needs a tape gun. And probably two. If you're really busy and you're selling a lot, or if your spouse helps you or someone else helps you with shipping, you probably want to have two. And if you are cross-posting, have one with clear tape and one with tape. Holly got 4 smaller foam boards from the dollar store and taped them together so it's foldable. That's a really good idea. But crafty. Holly is very crafty. She's very good at putting stuff together and doing stuff, and I'm not. So I just kind of buy this. But if you are crafty and you could tape stuff together and rig it to however you need it to be, you can always save money that way. And I'm all about saving the money. Holly will be driving, so she'll be listening, but nobody run amok. Ha, pardon the pun. So my mod's going to be driving. Don't be bad because I don't have a mod. Okay, you guys need storage bins, right? Everybody knows about the plastic storage bins for clothing mainly. You can get them at Walmart. I have a link below. I found a link on Amazon. It's an 8-pack. They're pink. I don't know if you guys want pink. But I was looking through, and it's like 8 totes for maybe $50. So it was a pretty good deal if you want to order them, or just go to Walmart and get their brand for $3. We used the 18-gallon totes, and I found the 8-pack of 18-gallon totes still for you guys on Amazon if you want to use the link. If not, you can go to Walmart or anywhere else. I know that some people use like the heavy-duty ones that are a little bit more expensive. I don't see the need for that. Because we're just storing clothes. So I don't see the need for those really, really heavy duty ones, because it's not like we're storing bricks or rocks or anything like that. So I think that the 18-gallon plastic ones are fine. Again, it's up to you, however you want to do it. Some people like the clear ones. I buy whatever's on sale or the cheapest. So I have some pink, some purple, some gray, some black, some brown, some clear. I have all different colors, just whatever was on sale. Now we're coming to the label printers. Essential. If you're selling every single day and you're shipping every single day, you do not want to run through the ink on there's a printer here. It's phone tapping. It gets way too expensive to run through your printer ink and the paper, and then you have to cut the label, and then you have to tape it on. And yes, we did do that in the beginning. I think most of us did. Right now we are running a 450 turbo, Dymo 450 turbo. It works for eBay. I'm looking solemnly into the camera. It works for eBay. So every Posh order that we get and every Amazon order that we get, we have to print on the old printer and cut the paper and tape it on the packages. And we feel like it's back in the beginning again. So we will be upgrading to the 4XL. The Dymo 4XL prints out the bigger labels, and it can print Poshmark, Amazon, Mercari, eBay. It can do it all. The little tiny 450 turbo is not compatible with Posh labels, Amazon labels, Mercari, or Bonanza for that matter. It only works for eBay. We're kind of holding off for Cyber Monday. I know that's like a month and a half away, but we're kind of holding off for Cyber Monday to see if anybody does a really good deal on them. But either way, down below, I do have a link to the 450 Turbo and the 4XL, both Dymo, and where you can get the labels for said printers if you want to look at them and don't have one and you need one. So you guys, I know I say this all the time, but you need a bullet journal. And if you're the kind of person that doesn't like schedules or planning or calendars, you still need a bullet journal. You need a book. You need a notebook. If you don't like to be organized and you don't want to go through the process of creating a bullet journal, I highly encourage you to go to the dollar store and spend 50 cents on a spiral brown notebook and make a to-do list every day or every night before you go to bed or every morning first thing, and stick to your to-do list every day. Personally, I like planners. I like the bullet journal system. I do have a video on how to set up a bullet journal. If you want to look that up, that's fine. But if you don't want to go through the whole, I have a planner and I do a bullet journal, that's fine. Get a notebook though, and every night before you go to bed, or if you're a morning person in the morning, create a to-do list for yourself. This will hold you accountable, it will keep you organized, and it will also help you to feel like you have achieved something. You will feel like you have accomplished something every day. Let me repeat that. It will hold you accountable to the goals and the tasks that you need to do every day. It will keep you organized as you go through your day and move through your tasks. And at the end of every day, you will feel accomplished because you will see how much you actually do in a day. You are going to feel so good about yourself and be so organized. So even if you don't want to be doing a bullet journal, just a cheap little notebook and make yourself a to-do list every day and stick to it. Additionally, the reason why a notebook is good, take it with you when you're sourcing and keep track wherever you go, Goodwill, Salvo, what your local honeypots. Take it with you every time you go sourcing and write down what color tag was half off or 99 cents or whatever sale your store does. And eventually you'll see the pattern and you'll know what color is going to be on sale next. And this will really help you a lot when you're sourcing for a lot of reasons, but like our Goodwill has a 99-cent and a half off on Sunday. If I know that this half off color on Sunday is something really good that's not going to last till the next week for 99 cents, I buy it. Or if you know what is coming up next week half off and you think it'll last, you don't have to purchase it at full price. Am I making sense? So yeah, just take your notebooks with you, write down what colors are on sale, do your to-do list. You will thank me because you're going to feel so good about yourself. We all feel like we do so much every day and we're always behind. But when you actually take a step back and make a list and see how much you do every day, oh my gosh, you guys, you're going to feel so accomplished and so good about yourself. And a whiteboard is also really good. Justin is right. Keith hates notebooks and bullet journals. So he has a whiteboard that he uses, but use something. Use your phone for bolo. I write mine down in my bullet journal. I'm really old school. I really don't like to use my phone for a lot of things. I like my book. I need lots on how to find info on a plush toy. Like how much information do you want to find on this plush? How much information do you really need? Like, can you just like comp him and see what he sells for, or do you need like tons of information on him? There is a Facebook group. I can't remember the name of it, and I'm in it. There is a Facebook group for plushies, or you could just Google it. Or like Justin said, he's saying Google the company care tag. You can do that if you're really looking for information. Adam tracks the colors. Yeah, it's a good idea to track the colors. It's just a really good idea. Justin, no excuses. I'm left-handed, and I use spiral. You just have to either get used to having sloppy handwriting or learn how to adjust for it. Look, and I even put check marks on my to-do list right next to the spiral, and I'm like, so I don't want to hear it. And they also have top spirals, right? Donna, that's awesome. I'm really happy that you're liking the bullet journal and using it. They are amazing. I can't sing their praises enough. If I had to sing the praises of everything I use, the most would be like the awesome cleaner and my bullet journal. Okay, we're almost to the list, you guys. If you're a YouTuber, you need a good microphone and a good pop filter. What do I mean by pop filter? This is my microphone. This is the pop filter. It goes on your microphone and in front of it, and it kind of helps filter out sounds. So if you are filming and you set your coffee cup down, the pop filter helps filter that out. It helps keep background noises out and make it so that just your voice is being picked up by your microphone. It helps a lot with that. And you need a good camera. I have Logitech. So down below, again, there are links to the Yeti microphone I use, the pop filter I use, and the Logitech camera that I use. It's a web camera. And that's for you YouTubers. These 3 items were recommended to me by Casey when I first started YouTube. I asked him what he would recommend, and he recommended this specific microphone, pop filter, camera, and I actually purchased them through his affiliate links to help him out. So they are very good products. You will also, if you're a YouTuber, you're going to need a way to record your videos. If you're pre-recording, there is a program called OBS, 100% free. So get that. It allows you to pre-record videos, and it also allows you to screen share. And there is an editor that I use. It's VPad. It's also 100% free, but they only let you do so many videos, and then they want to charge you, and you have to agree to a couple of things. But definitely get the OBS if you're trying to pre-record and you want to share your screen if you're doing what sold videos or anything like that. You fist your pen. I think I already answered the question. It's a 1080, I think. I don't know. It's the one Casey has. Keith bought it. OBS is driving. I like OBS, but I don't really like the editor I use. Like I said, it's kind of picky, but it is free. And I try to do most of my stuff one shot, so I don't have to do a lot of editing. All right. Real quick, you guys. I have another list on the side for things you need for the back end. So you need to keep track of your accounting somehow. I recommend GoDaddy Bookkeeping. That's what we use. I absolutely love it. For now, and I say for now because I don't know what's going to happen when everyone is off of PayPal and on the new payment system. But for now, GoDaddy syncs with PayPal and it syncs with eBay, and it pulls a whole bunch of information over for us into the accounting. And the only thing that we have to enter on our own is our receipts and our mileage. Everything else is pulled over, and we just have to organize it. Or you can use QuickBooks, which is a more expensive software, but they have programs where you can like take a picture of your receipt and it automatically puts it in for you. It does not sync with anything though. You have to manually do everything, and it is more expensive. So I went with the cheaper one, and it does a lot of the work for me. You're going to need business cards, and you're going to need thank you cards. Go to Vistaprint, you guys. When I order mine, when I notice I'm getting low, I watch Vistaprint, and usually like a couple of times a month, they'll send me an email that they're having a half off sale. So I'll get 500 cards for 20 bucks. And they let you design your own. Vistaprint. You design your own cards, and if you hit the sales, you can get like 500 for 20 bucks. And the next time you go order, you can just reorder the same exact ones you already created, or you can edit them and change them. I'm going to try to show you ours. That is our business card. Now, I also use these for Posh right now. In the future, I might make a specific card for Posh because this does say an eBay store on it, but I do link my eBay store on my Posh profile. So I'm okay with them knowing I have. But yeah, this is just our plain business card. And so when I get a Posh order, I turn it on the back here on the plain side, and I write thank you in purple to match our little hippo. And these are our thank you cards that we use for eBay. Basically, it just says thank you for your order. And if you're not satisfied, please contact us before opening a case so that we can satisfy you. And then it has hippohutteam and www.flippinhippos.com, which redirects to our eBay store. And by the way, that's another thing on the back end you guys can get from GoDaddy. Sometimes they have deals on GoDaddy where you can get a domain for an entire year for $1. So you can buy your store name or whatever name you're branded with for $1, and you can redirect the domain to your eBay store. You guys know how the link to your eBay store is like this, like I can't imagine giving that out. So when people ask me what my eBay store is, I just say flippinhippos.com. So keep an eye out for that. Like if you're interested on GoDaddy, like I said, you can get it for like $1 sometimes for an entire year, and you just redirect it to your store, and it's an easier URL to give out to people. It's an easier URL to put on your cards. And again, Vistaprint for your cards. They are super cheap. Once you order from them, you start getting emails with all kinds of deals. I really like them. I like that you can design your own thing. And they have all kinds of varying prices depending on how fancy you want to be and what you want to do. I just do the basic minimum because that's all I need. You're going to need some kind of system for your receipts, guys. So you can do anything from just buying a box of those long legal envelopes and marking on the front of each envelope January 2018, February 2018, March 2018, etc. for the year. And you can get a whole box for a couple bucks at Walmart, or you can buy an accordion folder and have the little tabs at the top and file them away by month. but you do need some kind of system. It doesn't matter how elaborate or how much money you spend or don't spend. You just need some kind of system for your receipts to organize them by month. I'm sorry, I'm reading. Yeah, GoDaddy's really cool. They have an app on your phone. You can just enter your mileage in. It's really great. How did I know? I went to the free use clip art, and I found that, and then I went on PicMonkey. PicMonkey is somewhat free. They let you do some stuff for free. They used to be a lot more free when I was a blogger. But yeah, I went on PicMonkey, and he was a free for use hippo, but he was gray, and I flipped him around so that he was reversed from the clip art, and I made him purple, and I added his tooth, and then I added the hippo hut, and so he was really just created on PicMonkey. It's not like a professional logo at all, but I really, really, really like my hippo, and I think that we will probably never change him. I will probably never pay someone to professionally make a logo, just because I love that little hippo. Look at him. He's got a little tooth. Adam says he got one of my cards that opened but forgot to get my autograph. Yard sale treasure map. Yes, you should be using that for absolute certain. The paid version, Keith has it on his phone. He got like a free trial. It really wasn't worth it, in our opinion. It really didn't add too much. We only put it on Keith's phone, not on mine, because we were going to pay for it twice if we liked it, so he tried it out, but it really wasn't worth it. It didn't really add much more to the app that we feel like it was worth it. Justin uses envelopes. Me too. I use envelopes. I was going to show you, but they're... Okay, so I'm almost through this. You need if you're not using GoDaddy, okay, here's the thing. If you're using GoDaddy bookkeeping, they have an app that you put on your phone, and you can enter your mileage right from your card into your phone, and then it will go into the back end. So the next time you log into GoDaddy on your computer to do your accounting, your mileage will already be there. QuickBooks does not have an option like that, I don't think. Or if you're using spreadsheets and doing your own accounting or anything like that, you need to keep a small, tiny little notebook. A small, tiny little notebook, that's redundant. You need to keep a little notebook in your car to keep track of your mileage. And I'm talking about one of those little tiny, cost 10 cents a piece notebooks. Keep it in your glove box, and you can keep track of all the mileage that you do when you're out yard selling, sourcing, or anything like that. You keep track of it in this one little book that's always going to be in your glove box, and you can pull it out when you need to enter it into your books. But that way you won't ever forget. It's all in one spot, and it will always be in your car. And this brings me to the very last thing that I want to mention tonight. Unfortunately, I don't think I pulled out an example. Of course not. They have receipt books. You know what I'm talking about? They're little books like this, and you write on it like it's a receipt, and they're usually in duplicate, and they copy onto the pages below them. You can get big packs of them for not that much money. We actually found ours at the Ben's, believe it or not. We found this great big, it looked like it was like a Sam's Club pack of them at the Ben's, so we paid by weight. But you need those for when you yard sale, because when you yard sale, you don't get receipts. So when you go out yard selling, you need to keep track of what you're spending, and they're not that picky about the receipts from yard selling. From what I understand, I haven't been audited, but from what I understand, you can write down yard sale on Maple Street, October 7th, $5 ties. And then you can write church rummage sale at Mary's on October 13th, $10 on 5 stuffed animals. So as long as you kind of like write where you were and how much you spent and on what and how many items, you're good. But you need to be writing a receipt every time you shop at a yard sale. We keep a book in the glove box at all times, and I have an extra one in my purse just in case. And fill them out as you're shopping, and then at the end of the year or once a week or whatever you want to do, you just bring them in and put them in your books, your actual accounting. And that's the only way that you can claim the money you're spending at yard sales. I mean, I guess you could keep track of it some other way and hope you don't get audited. But from what I understand, you should actually be writing out receipts, because if you just keep track of it, hey guys, I knocked myself off of the air. I picked up my book and I don't know what I did on the keyboard. Just knocked myself off. I like legit hit something. Okay. Back on track. Empty and you get audited, the IRS will not accept it. They won't accept a list or notebook of yard sale monies you spent. You got to write a receipt for every sale. But you just got to write how much you spent and on what. So get some of those books too. Keep one in your glove box or your console or whatever in your car. Put one in every car. Put one in your purse. Just to make sure that you are able to claim, because you want to claim every penny. Every penny that you spend on sourcing is money you want to claim, because you don't want to pay taxes on cost of goods. So that is everything that I have for you guys. I'm going to check the chat. Something's $1 at the Dollar Tree, Adam says. Counterfeit pens at Sam's. For when you start doing local. Oh, I got you. I know what you mean. Daddy, personally, I like that it's a little bit cheaper than QuickBooks. I like that it pulls stuff over for me and makes less work. I like it. And I like that my domain was $1 the first year. That was great. Tracking product is a pain in the butt. It is. It's no matter what you're using, it is. Especially when you're in our business. I mean, like if you go to the Benz and you're buying stuff by weight and you're going to yard sales and you're going to church sales, tracking goods is a pain. It really is. Adam says, I forgot the most important accessory for Star, a crown. Well, my new friend likes to wear it, so I let him. You want to let me have it? There we go. The plushy queen crown. So you guys may or may not have seen me open my new friend the other day. I absolutely love him. Alma from My Thrifted Escape sent him to me. You guys, she is such a nice person that she sent me this hippo. And he is the new mascot for the channel, so you're going to see him all the time. Just love him. He does still need a name, so I'm still taking suggestions for that. But yeah, he's so super cute. When I'm not filming, I actually put him in a computer chair and put him next to me. We have two computers over here, back like side to side, and I just put him next to me like he's working on the other computer. I have probably issues. Don't call the insane asylum on me. Can I make the hippo talk? I don't know. I don't know. Probably not. All right, I got a Henry. Let's see. I show 14. So anyways, you guys, it's been about an hour, so I'm going to let you go because, you know, I don't like to keep you longer than an hour because our time is money, and I appreciate every second that you spend here with me on Sunday nights for my live show. If you have any quick questions, throw them up. I will try to get to them before I let you go. A Facebook group named to help identify plushies. Joe Lee, I am in a Facebook group for plushies. It's an amazing group. I just cannot remember the name of it. Can you do me a favor, Jolie? Can you send a message to me on Facebook, either to Star Bryson or through the Hippo Hut Facebook page? Send me a message. Say, hey, it's Jolie. I'm the one that wanted the plushie group. And then I can go on Facebook, find out the name of it, and send it to you. And if you send me a message, I absolutely will not forget to get to that for you. Well, you can always go back and watch the replay. And in the future, I do go live every Sunday at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Sometimes I have a guest. Sometimes you're stuck with just me and the hippo. But yeah, Jolie, definitely send me that message. Oh, my goodness. Definitely send me a message or I will forget. I'm going to be quite frankly, really 100% honest with you. And I tell people that all the time. If you want me to remember something I said I'm going to look up for you or do for you, you've got to send me a message because I have a lot going on and I like to forget things. All right, guys, I am going to let you go now. If you had a question that I did not get to or you think of something else, leave it in the comments down below. I do answer every single question I get on YouTube. Thank you, Donna, for joining me. Thank you to everybody in the chat. Thank you to my mod. Jamie was here for a little bit, and thank you to Holly, both moderators. I appreciate you guys and everything you do, and all of you that take your time out to spend with me every Sunday. I really appreciate it. Do me a favor before you leave, smash the like button. If you would, I would appreciate it. If you haven't already, you'd like to, please subscribe to my channel and help me feed all my hungry hippos. You can find me on Instagram, Facebook, and Twitter. I'm at Flippin' Hippos. You guys have a good night. Mwah. I love everybody.